My name is Angel, and I thought I had the perfect life. 8 months pregnant with our first child, I was glowing with excitement. My husband Derek and I had been married for 5 years, and this baby was everything we'd dreamed about. "I'll meet you at Dr. Patel's office at 2, Derek had texted that morning. "Can't wait to see our little one." I smiled at my phone. He'd been so attentive during my pregnancy. I walked into the waiting room 15 minutes early, ready to check in. That's when I saw them. Derek sat in the corner, his hand resting on another woman's very pregnant belly. She looked about 7 months along. My heart stopped. "Derek?" My voice came out as a whisper. He looked up and his face went completely white. "Angel, what are you—" "I can explain." "Explain what?" I walked closer, my hands shaking. "Explain why you're here with another pregnant woman?" The blonde woman stood up, her eyes wide. "Wait, you're Angel? Derek, you said she knew about us." "Knew about you?" I felt dizzy. "Who are you?" "I'm Ashley," she said quietly. "Derek's girlfriend. I'm 7 months pregnant with his baby." The room started spinning. "Angel, please, let me explain." Derek grabbed my arm. "This isn't what it looks like." I pulled away. "It looks like you got another woman pregnant while I'm carrying your child." "It just happened," he stammered. "Ashley and we connected and—" "Connected?" My voice rose. "You connected enough to get her pregnant?" Ashley looked between us, tears streaming down her face. "Derek, you told me you and Angel were separated. You said you were just waiting until after the baby to file for divorce." "That's a lie," I shouted. "We're not separated. We live together. We sleep in the same bed every night." Derek's face crumbled. "Angel, I love you both. I couldn't choose." "Couldn't choose?" I laughed bitterly. "So you decided to keep us both pregnant at the same time?" "I was going to tell you," he said weakly. "After the baby came, I was going to—" "Going to what? Introduce us? Suggest we raise our kids as siblings?" The receptionist approached nervously. Should I call security?" "No need," I said coldly. "I'm leaving. And Derek? Don't bother coming home." "Angel, wait!" He followed me to the parking lot. "Where will I go?" "That's not my problem anymore." I got in my car, hands trembling as I started the engine. "Please!" He banged on my window. "Think about our baby!" I rolled down the window an inch. "I am thinking about our baby. That's why I'm leaving you." Ashley appeared behind him, crying. "Derek, is everything she said true?" "Ashley, I can explain." I drove away, leaving them both standing there. I called my sister Jessica before I even got home. "He did what?" she screamed through the phone. "I'm coming over right now." 20 minutes later, she burst through my door with Chinese takeout and fury in her eyes. "Tell me everything," Jessica demanded, unpacking containers. "Don't leave out a single detail." I recounted the whole horrible scene, crying between bites of lo mein. "We need a lawyer," Jessica said firmly. "Like yesterday. I'm calling Sarah Rodriguez. She handled my friend's divorce and she's ruthless." "I can't afford—" "Don't worry about money right now. Just focus on protecting yourself and that baby." Attorney Sarah Rodriguez met us at her office the next morning. "Tell me what happened," Sarah said, pulling out a legal pad. I explained everything while she took notes. "Okay, here's what we're going to do," Sarah said. "First, I need you to document everything. Bank statements, credit cards, property deeds, everything." "Why?" I asked. "Because men who cheat often steal too," Sarah replied. "We need to see if he's been hiding money or moving assets." Jessica squeezed my hand. "Whatever it takes, we'll figure it out." That afternoon, I logged into our bank accounts. My stomach dropped. "Jessica, come here," I called out. "Look at this." She peered over my shoulder at the screen. Holy shit. Where did $50,000 go? Transferred to an account I've never seen before. My hands shook. 3 weeks ago. I kept digging. More transfers, more hidden accounts. He's been planning this, I whispered. Moving our money where I can't access it. Jessica grabbed her phone. I'm calling Sarah right now. Within an hour, Sarah had filed an emergency motion to freeze all our assets. Got it just in time, Sarah said over the phone. He tried to transfer another $20,000 this morning, but the freeze stopped it. How much did he take? I asked. Looks like about $75,000 total, Sarah replied. But don't worry, we're getting it back, plus a whole lot more. Derek started calling and texting constantly. Angel, please talk to me. This is insane. You froze our accounts? Our accounts? I texted back. You mean the accounts you were stealing from? I wasn't stealing. I was just protecting our assets. By hiding them from me? Try again. Jessica helped me change the locks that evening. You're staying strong, she said proudly. I'm so proud of you. I don't feel strong, I admitted. I feel terrified. That's normal, but you're doing everything right. Sarah called with an update. I've got something interesting. Derek took out a $200,000 home equity loan last month without your signature. How is that possible? I asked. It's not. It's fraud, Sarah said. He forged your signature. I've already reported it to the police and the bank. Wait, so he could face criminal charges? Oh, absolutely, Sarah said cheerfully. Forgery, fraud, financial exploitation. This man just handed us his head on a platter. Derek showed up at the house 3 days later. I watched him through the window, then called Sarah. He's here, I said. What should I do? Let him in, but record everything on your phone, Sarah instructed. I want every word documented. I opened the door, phone recording in my pocket. Finally, Derek said, pushing past me. We need to talk. Go ahead and talk, I said coolly. I'm listening. This whole thing is blown out of proportion, he started. Ashley means nothing to me. It was a mistake. A 7-month-long mistake? I was confused. He ran his hands through his hair. You were pregnant and emotional, and Ashley was there, and... And you decided to get her pregnant too? That's your defense? I'm trying to apologize, he shouted. Can't you see I'm sorry? Are you sorry you did it, or sorry you got caught? He paused. That's not fair. You want to talk about fair? I laughed. Let's talk about the $75,000 you stole from me. His face went pale. I didn't steal anything. That's our money. No, that's my inheritance from my grandmother, I said. The money she left me specifically. And you transferred it to a secret account. I was investing it. Without telling me? That's called theft, Derek. You're being dramatic, he said, but his voice wavered. We can work through this. Oh, we're just getting started, I smiled. Tell me about the $200,000 home equity loan. He froze. How did you... know about it? Because the bank called me. Said they needed to verify my signature on the loan documents. Angel, I can explain. Explain how you forged my signature? That's a felony, Derek. His hands started shaking. No one needs to know about that. We can fix this privately. Too late. My lawyer already reported it to the police. You went to the police? He looked panicked. Angel, please, think about what you're doing. I am thinking. I'm thinking about how you betrayed me, stole from me, and committed fraud. I'll give the money back, he said desperately. All of it. Just drop the charges. Not interested, I replied. You made your choices. Now live with them. What about our baby? He gestured at my belly. You're going to destroy our child's father over money? You destroyed our family when you got another woman pregnant, I said coldly. This is just me protecting what's mine.
Ashley dumped me, he blurted out. When she found out, I lied to her too. I have nobody.
Good, I said. Neither do I, thanks to you.
So that's it?
He asked.
5 years of marriage and you're just done?
I'm more than done. I'm taking everything. The divorce settlement meeting happened 6 weeks later, 2 weeks after I'd given birth to my beautiful daughter. Attorney Sarah Rodriguez sat across from Derek and his lawyer, Brandon Mitchell. Jessica sat beside me, holding my hand. Let's begin, Sarah said, sliding documents across the table. My client is offering the following terms. Brandon reviewed the papers, his face darkening.
This is ridiculous. You're asking for the house, full custody, child support, and your marital assets?
Not asking, Sarah corrected. Demanding. Given your client's fraud, forgery, and financial exploitation.
Derek, did you read this?
Brandon asked. Derek's hands shook as he flipped through pages.
Angel, this leaves me with nothing.
You should have thought about that before you forged my signature and stole my inheritance, I said calmly.
Can we discuss custody at least? Brandon interjected. Surely Angel would agree to shared custody.
No, Sarah said flatly. Full physical and legal custody to Angel. Derek gets supervised visitation every other Saturday.
Supervised? Derek stood up. I'm not a danger to my daughter.
You're a convicted felon, Sarah replied. You pled guilty to fraud last month, remember?
That was a misdemeanor, Brandon protested.
Doesn't matter, Sarah said. He forged documents and stole money. Judge Morrison agreed he needs supervision.
Derek turned to me desperately. Angel, please. She's my daughter too.
You didn't think about her when you grew her pregnant, I said. You didn't think about her when you stole from us. I made mistakes. Tears ran down his face. But I love our daughter. You can't take her from me. I'm not taking her from you, I said. I'm protecting her from you. Brandon cleared his throat.
What about the house? Surely we can negotiate.
The house is in Angel's name only, Sarah interrupted. Her grandmother left it to her specifically. Derek has no claim.
But I've lived there for 5 years, Derek protested.
Illegally, as it turns out, Sarah said. Angel's grandmother's will specifically stated the house was for Angel alone. You never had any ownership.
Derek slumped in his chair. So, I get nothing? After 5 years of marriage?
You get visitation with your daughter, Sarah said. That's more than you deserve.
What about my retirement account? Derek asked weakly.
Forfeit, Sarah said. Consider it payment for the money you stole and the emotional distress you caused.
Brandon looked at his client. Derek, maybe we should... Should what? Derek snapped. She's taking everything.
You took everything first, I said quietly. I'm just getting it back.
I'll fight this, Derek said. I'll appeal.
You'll lose, Sarah said. We have recorded conversations, bank records, forged documents, and witness testimony. Judge Morrison already reviewed everything and approved these terms.
This is final? Brandon asked.
This is final, Sarah confirmed. Sign here, Mr. Wilson, or face additional fraud charges we've been holding back.
Derek's pen hovered over the paper. Angel, please, don't do this.
I didn't do this, I said. You did. He signed, tears dropping onto the documents. We're done here, Sarah announced, gathering papers. Outside the office, Jessica hugged me tight. You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe it's over, I whispered. It's over and you won everything, Jessica said. The house, full custody, child support, everything. My phone buzzed. Derek's mother. I heard what happened, she said. I'm so sorry, Angel. What my son did was unforgivable.
Thank you, I said, surprised.
You're still family to me, she continued. You and my granddaughter. Derek can go live with his father. I want nothing to do with him.
Even his own mother had turned on him.
Jessica grinned. Did you hear? Ashley posted on Facebook. She had her baby and Derek hasn't visited once. Can't afford it, apparently.
Karma, I said simply.
Damn right, Jessica agreed. He lost everything. His wife, his daughter, his house, his money, his family. What's left?
Nothing, I said. Absolutely nothing.
Sarah called that evening. Congratulations, Angel. The judge finalized everything. It's official.
Thank you, I said, for everything.
You did the hard part, Sarah replied. You stayed strong and fought back smart. Justice isn't about revenge. It's about making sure bad people face real consequences for their actions. I got my life back, my home, and full custody of my daughter. Derek lost everything he tried to steal. Have you ever had to take legal action against someone you loved? Sometimes the hardest battles are the ones we never wanted to fight. Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.